Hello everyone, and thank you for coming. My name is Quincy Abramson, and I'm a rising senior with a dual major in Italian and International Affairs and a minor in art history.
I'm Alyssa. I'm a rising senior majoring in social work, and we had the incredible opportunity to work for the New Hampshire Community Loan Fund on the ROCNH team.
So, there is an affordable housing crisis in this country. Therefore, many low to moderate income people live in manufactured homes, which you may know as mobile homes or trailers. This type of housing was developed during war times as a temporary solution, but since then it has evolved into a much more permanent and immobile form of housing. So there are some problems in manufactured housing parks. Residents of these parks own their own home, but they rent the land that that home is on, and that land is owned by a private park owner. So if that private investor chooses to sell the park, the residents could face more expensive rent. They could also face housing insecurity should the new owner choose to develop the land in a different way. But even if that doesn't happen, those residents are still dependent on the rules and regulations set by that outside owner. So this is where the ROC model comes in.
So the ROCNH team has developed a solution to this problem, ROC meaning resident-owned communities. So what they do is they provide creative financing to help residents of manufactured housing parks purchase their land and form a cooperative. From there, the residents run and manage the cooperative with educational support from the ROCNH team through technical assistance. So that's balancing budgets, reading financial statements, and hiring outside contractors. ROCNH also monitors legislation to ensure protections for manufactured housing residents.
So, since ROCNH developed this model in the 1980s, there have been 125 resident-owned communities formed in the state of New Hampshire, and this model has been taken nationwide by ROC USA, which you'll hear about in a minute. So currently at ROCNH, there are 10 team members who serve these 125 communities. And last year alone, they provided 28,000 hours of technical assistance training to these New Hampshire communities. So what role did Alyssa and I play in all this?
To put that into perspective for you, of more than 200 ROCs across the nation, 125 of them are located right here in New Hampshire. So we were able to take on 3 separate projects this summer, the first one being a park conversion in Charlestown, New Hampshire. We were able to canvass the park, attend and facilitate informational meetings, and even saw an election of a board of directors. The second project we were able to work on was an online training series to help residents fill vacancies in their co-ops. So when there's vacant lots in parks, there's a loss in rent revenue each month, meaning that money that typically goes back into managing and improving the park is completely lost.
So Alyssa and I helped to create and produce video outlines, slideshows, and visuals for this 6-part series. We also received training from Concord TV in order to conduct interviews with park residents, realtors, manufactured home dealers, and technical assistance providers to supplement the videos. We were also able to provide a different type of educational support. We helped conduct an intersectionally oriented training at one of our ROCNH team meetings. Intersectionality and social identity awareness are passions of both of ours, and we were incredibly fortunate to be able to integrate it into our internship. So to us, intersectionality and social identity awareness refers to the overlapping of social identities that we all carry, like race, gender, or class, and how the interaction of those identities creates simultaneous and interlocking levels of injustice.
It's extremely critical for us to take an intersectional approach to our work, especially in affordable housing, because it's a problem that affects diverse populations across many social identities. And we hope to continue to instill this passion in the work that we do in our futures. In the fall, I'll be working with Preventative Innovations Research Center, developing preventative and evaluative methods to end sexual and relationship violence.
And I will serve as the director of UNH's Diversity Support Coalition, as well as a Safe Zones facilitator, while we both explore graduate school opportunities to continue to seek justice both locally and internationally. Thank you.